Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Running it back, it's Newton. He's got great speed. Touchdown Longhorns! The special teams proving worthy of their name. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. The last time they punted it went back for 6. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try to pop the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to... on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Still on his feet at the 40. A pass. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll leave it with him. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and the receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver to get his feet.
First down.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught in the backfield, it's Newton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Longhorns want to move quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Gators will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Newton. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. On the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Feeling some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. Heaves it on the run. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Nifty little dance step. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
It's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Longhorns are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fernandez. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Fernandez. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Shakes off the defender. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed in the open.
Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! Daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get them the ball back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only all.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much. On the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He wants to throw. Knew where... Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man. It's Fernandez. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They didn't look to push it downfield, and the running back not quite able to get to the sticks.
Yeah, but I don't mind the decision. I like getting it to my guy and trusting him to make a play and get the first down. But now puts me in a different situation. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? What do I want to run?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Fernandez. On the move at the 30. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw, it's Herrera. Got a man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what